Hello, everyone. Today, we will practice English using the shadowing technique. First, listen to each sentence. Then, pause the video and repeat it after me. Try to copy my tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. The story you will hear today is called The House That Remembers. It is a story about memory, belonging, and the quiet places in our hearts that never truly forget. Let's begin.
My name is Evan. I am 29 years old. I live in a small apartment near the center of the city. My life is simple, calm, and quiet. Maybe too quiet. People say I'm reserved. They say I don't talk much about myself. They are right. Because there are parts of my past I cannot remember. Or maybe parts I refuse to remember. When I was a child, I lived in a foster home for a few years, before I was adopted. I know the facts, dates, names, documents, but I don't feel anything when I think about it. No warmth, no memories. It's like looking at someone else's life, not mine. Sometimes, late at night, I dream of a woman's voice. Warm. Soft, gentle, like sunlight on the closed eyes. She sings a lullaby I almost know. A melody just beyond my reach. But her face is always hidden by light. Just light. And I wake up with a feeling of something missing. Something important. Something mine. I live my life normally. Work, coffee, sleep. A routine that feels safe. Controlled, predictable. But there is always a quiet emptiness just behind my ribs. A space where something should be. A memory. A person. A beginning. One day, the company where I work organized a volunteer day at a foster home across town. I didn't want to go. I told myself I was too busy, too tired, too everything. But something in me said, go. Just go. So I went. The building was old, but full of color. Small chairs, bright drawings, sunlight moving across the floor. Children laughed. Someone played piano in another room. Something in the air felt soft, safe, warm. And it scared me, because warmth was unfamiliar. I helped sort art supplies, handing out crayons, passing paper, nodding politely. I tried not to look too closely. I tried not to feel. But then, I noticed a wall of drawings. Hundreds of them. Old ones, new ones. Layered memories of many small hands. And then, I stopped breathing. There was a drawing I knew. Not because I remembered it, but because it recognized me. A large tree, strong, tall. Roots like open arms. Two small figures holding hands beneath it. The lines were uneven, but the shapes were mine. My hand. My childhood hand. In the corner, faded, almost invisible. E.H., my initials, my name before adoption. I touched the paper. My fingers trembled. Something inside me unlocked. Quietly at first, then all at once. And suddenly, I saw it. Not a picture, a memory. A woman leaning over me. Warm eyes, soft sweater. The scent of cinnamon and soap. She guided my small hand while I drew the tree. She whispered, "Home is something you carry inside you." Even if life takes you far away, my chest tightened. The sound of her voice, the lullaby in my dreams. Her name came to me like breath. Grace. She wasn't just a caretaker. She was my home. I asked one of the staff members. They nodded gently. "She used to be here," they said slowly. "Worked with the children. Long time. Very kind." I nodded, swallowing hard. "Where is she now?" I asked. They hesitated, then smiled softly. "She left a few years ago. moved to a small town by the river. Quiet place, loves her garden, keeps to herself. I blinked, trying to imagine her. A woman who had guided my small hands, who had sung to me softly. Was she still there, somewhere, carrying the warmth I had forgotten? The staff member leaned closer. You know, she always remembered each child, even the ones who left. My chest tightened. Something inside me stirred. A memory? I realized in that moment that this wasn't just a name, a fact, or a place. This was a path. My heart beat too fast. My hands shook. I didn't know what I felt. Fear, hunger, hope. All I knew was this. I had to see her. The next morning I took the bus. The ride was long, quiet. I watched the world widen. And something inside me widened too. I walked through a small neighborhood, past old trees and mailboxes with peeling paint, a dog sleeping in the sun, a bicycle left on a lawn. Then I saw the garden. Flowers everywhere. Wind chimes softly singing. A wooden chair by the door. The house felt familiar, even though I had never seen it. She opened the door before I knocked, as if she had been waiting, as if she knew. Her hair was gray now, but her eyes were exactly the same. Warm, steady. Home. Evan, she said softly. Not a question, a memory speaking. My voice broke. I don't know why. I forgot. She touched my shoulder. You didn't forget. Sometimes the heart closes doors until we are strong enough to open them again. We sat in her kitchen. Tea, sunlight, quiet that didn't need filling. No dramatic tears, no long explanations. Just returning. Returning to a place my soul had never left. I visit her every Sunday now. We talk, we garden, we laugh sometimes. And sometimes, when I leave her house, I turn back and look at the doorway. And I realize, the house remembers me. And I remember it. Because some connections do not break. Not with time. Not with distance. Not with silence. They simply wait.
Great work. You finished a story. Now listen again, pause, and repeat each sentence out loud. This will help improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. Thank you for practicing with me today. See you next time.